A former federal prosecutor in New York, who also happened to, by the way, work as an assistant attorney general in New York, has come out and said that he believes the indictments are already ready against Matt Gaetz. In fact, he is certain that the indictments are ready. In a very long Twitter thread recently, Tristan Snell, the name of the prosecutor, had this to say: "What we know, the indictment is coming in the next few weeks, either in August or just after. Also clear that the U.S. Attorney's Office is taking very strong positions with Gaetz and his counsel and is ready to indict Gaetz and others." What's really going on is that the feds are applying a lot of pressure on Gaetz to flip and cooperate. If the feds are looking or taking a strong position, it's to get cooperation. But what would Gaetz be able to cooperate on? Gaetz could cooperate on the existing case they have open in federal court in Orlando, adding to the testimony from Gaetz' buddy Joel Greenberg. So, to be clear, the issue with Gaetzgate is not if he will face charges, he will. The question are when and how. Does he cooperate now? Does he plead not guilty for now? And what would cooperation look like? If they are having this discussion now, the indictment is ready. I think the question is, are they having those discussions now? What does Mr. Snell know? Because, see, that's the part he was mum about, and I think that's the part we need the most answers about. Are you saying this just based on your experience as a prosecutor and an assistant with the Attorney General's office? Because the way you're saying it almost makes it sound like you know these things for a fact, so are you getting information from the investigators themselves? Which, let's be honest, that is a very real possibility. Not sure how ethical that is or if, it's even allowed, but Mr. Snell, obviously, as a federal prosecutor, as an assistant with the Attorney General's office in New York, they know people and people talk. So my big question is, are you getting this information from the investigation itself, which I would love to know and be able to confirm, or are you just using your skills and experience as a prosecutor to say, hey, listen, I've done this before. I've been doing this for decades. I know how this stuff works. After all, Mr. Snell, by the way, is with the law group that actually took down Trump University. So I am not doubting Mr. Snell's legal credentials at all. I would just like more clarification as to how you're so certain the indictments are coming. Now, all that aside, I do believe that Mr. Snell is right. Maybe not on the timetable. I don't know if it's happening in a couple weeks. That seems a little soon at this point. But I do believe that indictments are going to come for Matt Gaetz. The cooperation issue, I'm a little iffy on that as well, because as Snell points out himself, what would he cooperate on? I don't know. So that's why I don't know that they would be putting pressure on him to cooperate, because you're the target. Like, you're the guy that allegedly was breaking the law, and you didn't necessarily have any accomplices. You weren't a middleman of any sort, so why would we even need you to cooperate? You're one of the guys we're just trying to nail, not get information from, like Greenberg. Greenberg, obviously they wanted to nail him, but they also needed all of his information because he was kind of the top dog, and he's giving the information. And that's one of the reasons I'm saying I think indictments are coming. The reports we got out last week, which I talked about on Friday, that kind of seals the deal, right? In the eyes of the law, Greenberg provided evidence showing that Matt Gaetz was involved with this scandal. The receipts, the messages, all of that. And again, that seems pretty incontrovertible. You've got it. It's there. So I do believe the indictments are coming. But again, I want to know where Snell is getting this information. Is it coming from the inside? Because if so, then yeah, things are moving pretty fast. If it's just his hunch as a prosecutor based on how things go, different scenario, right? Because we don't know when things could happen. But I do think the walls are closing in on Matt Gaetz. with the cooperation of Greenberg, the probable cooperation of his ex-girlfriend, with all of the evidence that has emerged against them, the fact that they were willing to give Greenberg an extension on not being in jail because he was being such a good cooperating witness, I don't know that they need Gaetz to cooperate. But I am confident at this point that they do have enough evidence against him, to indict him. You don't keep somebody out of jail. You don't prolong their sentencing hearing if what they're giving you is not valuable. Obviously, Greenberg has some great information that prosecutors find exceptionally valuable in this investigation. It could be about Matt Gaetz. It could be about any of the other, I think 4 or 5 individuals who were listed but not named in the Greenberg indictment. So there are a lot of moving parts here. Are they moving in the direction of Matt Gaetz? Clearly, some of them are, yes. The investigation has been going on since at least late last year. It actually started under William Barr, Donald Trump's Attorney General's Department of Justice. So it's not like it's been a short investigation. If it had only been going on since the scandal was revealed, I would think it's probably too early for indictments against Gaetz. But we're looking at this point, maybe it's been going on for about a year. They may have all they need. And if they do, then yes, I am confident that Matt Gaetz is going to be indicted. If he cooperates, maybe he gets lesser charges. But again, what does he have to offer? I don't know the answer to that, but I'm going to guess probably nothing. Gaetz is in serious trouble. He can go around claiming that it's a deep state attempt to take him down. But the truth is, the evidence is already telling us otherwise. You cannot just ignore this. And even though reports came out last week showing that most people in his district here where I am believe all of this is phonied up against him, it's all fake news, none of it's real, their opinion isn't going to matter in the eyes of the law. Their opinion of him here in this district is not going to affect whether or not the man gets charged. The only thing that's going to change is whether or not these people in this Florida District Number 1 are willing to vote for an indicted potential sex trafficker. I don't have a lot of faith in these people here, so honestly, I don't know the answer to that. But I do know you have plenty of potential primary challengers sitting in this district just hoping that Matt Gaetz goes down from this scandal. They're hungry for it. They are salivating. Time will tell, right? We have no clear answers at this point. But let's hope that if Matt Gaetz broke the law, that he does finally face justice.